I don't know who is going to hear this, but if my audience is other professor types, um, I'd like to tell you what my experience was with Savant Learning. They had picked a book for their leadership course, and McGraw-Hill folks told me that of anybody in the um, area of online distance learning, um, what you might call that kind of learning, the one who had the pedagogy best was Savant Learning. And would I go there and introduce the book and provide 8 tutorials that would support the book? And I said, sure. And so I went to Nashville and found out what I was supposed to do was talking to a teleprompter that would introduce the book, where another teacher would use the book then to teach the course. And then also talking to an audio recorder material that I thought would enhance the subject. Some of it was straight from the text, some of it was anecdotal, but to make 8 tutorials. And each one was somewhere in the neighborhood of 35 to 55 minutes in length. Not knowing what to get into, that I was getting into, I looked forward to it, had never done anything like it, and I was helped immensely by the staff. The first day I didn't have my speech ready, and it took writing it down once I realized what I was going to have to do and getting the words just right, because I didn't want to say the wrong thing. And that staff overnight made the speech for the teleprompter. And then I had to go into the studio, and I wasn't used to that sort of thing. And of course, you're used to a classroom and you're used to a lecture hall, but not a studio. And I was made to feel comfortable by Aaron Neville and Brandon Kettle and all the staff immensely. So it was a grand success. Did another book, and it was a stress book. The first book was a leadership book, and the same process took place. And their competence was evident, but their getting you where you are and taking you to where you need to be was their approach. And I imagine there are some people who are, cutting edge on this sort of thing, but I was way at the other end of the probability curve, and so they didn't miss a beat in doing that. They got me where I needed to be in order to make the tutorials to be successful, and gave me confidence that they would be the backbone of a good course on leadership, or the backbone of a good course on stress, and I felt proud when I left and confident there was a good product. So my experience was positive with everybody in the Savant family then, and we're doing an update based upon the 5th edition of a leadership book, and the same great people are there, and with additional, because they've expanded a great deal as an institution. Success breeds growth, and these people are, if anything, cut from the same cloth, but maybe in steroids. They really stay cutting edge on the technology and making a product that a teacher can be proud of and be happy with, that students can learn from. That's been my experience.